Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 2020 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this moon and see what Luna has to say, what the tarot has to say, how everything is set up here with the moon and what's going on. I am very excited for you guys with this moon because it is such a powerful moon and it's the full moon in Sagittarius. So this energy is just absolutely radiating and singing to you in such a profoundly beautiful way. So what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be moving your Queen of the Moon and your Moonology cards over to the side. These are going to be layered on top of the tarot to really give Luna a voice of her own, to really let the moon speak for herself. So let's see what the tarot has to say. How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So at the center of everything, we have the Ace of Air. That's the Ace of Swords. You're crowned by the Queen of Air, which is a air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. This is also you definitely taking this gift of communication, of knowledge, of clear sight, of clear speech. You have the Eight of Earth, the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Emperor right here, which is an Aries energy, a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. But this is also really claiming your power, really claiming your passion. You have the Seven of Earth, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Earth, the Two of Pentacles, and you have here Patience, which is Temperance in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So you have the essence of you coming through right under the Sagittarian, cards right here representing the moon. So that's powerful. That is super powerful. We have the Six of Air, the Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Chariot, which is a Cancer energy. And the new moon on the 21st of June is in Cancer. So that's going to have a very strong tie for you. All right. All right, so this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's a power to you that you are beginning to understand, you are beginning to accept and move forward in, and this is just going to be a catalyst to springboarding to so much more. It's going to be the sense of kind of the world opening to you in a very real way, but also in a very personal, spiritual way. So we're starting off with the full moon in Sagittarius. And the full moon in Sagittarius for you, Sagittarius, absolutely calls to the essence of yourself. It calls to you. It is the visionary moon. It is the truth-seeking moon. It is the truth-telling moon, which is what you're all about. This is about starting your hero's journey, stepping out into your hero's journey, really claiming this power, claiming this abundance. And with this full moon in Sagittarius and the full moon in Capricorn on the 5th of July, this is also followed, this coincides, there we go, with the moon eclipse, with the full moon eclipse. So this is amplifying the energy that is around you, amplifying this passion. Now, what's really cool about this is that we've just come out of a 4-cycle supermoon cycle. So we've had 4 supermoons in a row, which has made emotions run high, which has been intense. And now we're moving into 2 lunar eclipses. The new moon right here is coinciding with a solar eclipse. So that is really, 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 really intense. And this energy is just amplifying you. It's having you look at the big picture. It's having you look at what you desire, what you want, what you're calling upon, what you need. And as you do so, you're going to be drawn to the extremes of things. You are. It's just going to feel very natural to look at one extreme and another in the pure Sagittarian way. You're going to be gathering knowledge. And as you're gathering this knowledge, as you're gathering this truth, you're looking at this side of the story, you're looking at that side of the story, you're really taking things in all together. So here, it is just a sense of really looking at the extremes of things, drawn to the extremes of things, but also drawn to the extremes of your emotions. Now here, this moon is called the hot moon in the Queen of the Moon cards. In the Farmer's Almanac, this is the strawberry moon. There's just a sweetness to this moon that is really, really, really calling to you. Also, this This time is ruled by Mercury, so you're going to feel really drawn to and an embrace of communication, of the words that you are saying and what you desire. And this leads you to the full moon eclipse, which says conclusions are within reach. So as you look at the bigger picture, as you are embracing the extremes, conclusions are within reach, and you're going to find yourself really kind of moving towards these conclusions. You're taking aim, just as Sagittarius is represented, as you are represented by the bow and arrow. You are taking aim at what you want. Now, Sagittarius, you are strongly connected with the goddess Artemis in Greek mythology. So you're strongly connected with the goddess Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and the goddess of the moon. Why is this important? This goddess symbolizes freedom and independence. And there's just the sense of the freedom of the independence to choose what you want. And so you might say, why does the goddess of the moon and the goddess of the hunt symbolize freedom and independence? And you can say this for any goddess during the ancient world, for any virgin goddess, okay? And that's what I'm really getting at here. So it's not talking about sexual preferences or, activity or anything like that. It is simply talking about the power of being in control of yourself, of saying, this is what I want. And why I'm saying this is because Artemis is a virgin goddess, the goddess of the hunt, the goddess of the moon. And why that is important is because back in ancient Greek and ancient Roman times, you were married by your father. Your father would arrange your marriages. Your marriages were arranged by your father. That's a better way to say it. And he could take you out of marriage that you were in. You could have had children, everything like that, and place you in a different house and say, now you're not married to this person. It's a better political alliance. It did not matter if you were male. It did not matter if you were female. There wasn't the say over your life the way that we view it now. And even in arranged marriages, there wasn't that say over your life that there is now, like, I get to stay here. No, it was that it got to be by the whims of another person. So here with this Artemis goddess energy that is around you, there's this sense of, I'm choosing my path. I'm choosing where I stand and what I stand for. And I'm choosing where I give my energy to. And that's going to be a really important thing for you during this time. It's going to be a very important statement, a very important, a very important road to be walking down. And of course, Artemis is the goddess Diana in Roman mythology. So here, as you're moving forward, you're really calling on that energy of Artemis. And this is the surrendering to the divine that you are doing. It's surrendering to your power, your ability to choose your life, your ability to go after what it is that you want. It does not mean you will always be successful, because life is about failures and disappointments. It does mean that you are driven, determined, and dedicated. And this leads you to power. It leads you to embracing your power of what you desire. And there's also here, I just keep on seeing over and over again, the god Janus in Roman mythology, and he's the god for which January is named after. He is the god of beginnings and endings. And there is such a power here of beginnings and of endings, of, truth and truth seeking and closing the door on one chapter and opening up another. And that's really what you're going to be feeling around the new moon, the new moon in Cancer. You're going to be very drawn. First of all, you have strong Cancer presence. You have a root of 7. So 7 is the truth-seeking number. All right, so that's going to be very important for you. Esoteric wisdom, truth, knowledge, very much at your roots, very much guiding you forward, very much at your roots anyway, Sagittarius. This is also the number that says, I cannot tell a lie. And it doesn't mean you cannot lie. It means that you will be called out on it one way or another. So here, as you're moving forward towards what you want, as you're going after what you desire, the Cancer new moon says you and your loved ones are safe, which is excellent. You're safe, you're secure, you're taken care of. And that energy is really going to be around you, that security, that safety. And it leads you to a new situation coming, a new start coming, and it leads you walking between worlds. And it's walking between beginnings and endings. You're going to find yourself having this new kind of relationship with the way that you're moving forward, but also with where you want to be and what you want to be, where you want to stand for, what you stand for. And as you're taking this in, as you're embracing this power, you move into the full moon in July, which is the Capricorn full moon. Of course, it is also impacted by the lunar eclipse, which says conclusions are within reach. So you're seeing conclusions coming forward. And what's lovely about the Capricorn full moon is that the end of a tough cycle approaches. You're going to see things starting to come to an end. You're going to see that new beginnings opened, endings happen. You're living between two worlds, and you're going to have a tendency here, Sagittarius, to be like, oh, okay, I'm living with this knowledge because this is what I have gathered and this is what's happened in the past. So it means that it has a likelihood to happen in the future. And you're going to have another sense of, okay, I'm living in this knowledge because I want my future to be like this. You need to find a balance because you're going to tend to go to one extreme and to another and kind of pendulum back and forth and back and forth. And that's going to be really exhausting for you. So just to sit there and claim the center of what you want, to be in the present now, to move yourself forward during the month of June and then going into July is really going to be a game changer for you because you're looking at your past, you're looking at your present, you're looking at your future, and you're finding the balance that is you. You're seeing what it is that you desire, and as you do so, change comes forward. You call change into your life, and as change comes forward, this is the thunder moon. You're going to hear it, kind of feel it, because that's what thunder does when it claps. You can feel it, all right, and you can definitely hear it. But this is also the stag moon. In the Farmer's Almanac, this is the buck moon, the stag moon. And with this being the stag moon, and this planet is ruled by, not the planet, but this time period is ruled by the moon. So here, that Artemis energy is coming out even more for you, right? It's that strong connection that you have with the goddess of the moon. So it's a strong connection that you have with this moon energy. And so as you see change coming, you're going to look at what you desire, what you want, and you're going to know that yes, an end of a tough cycle comes because I'm claiming it. Because I am the stag, I am the buck, I am the emperor right here. It's like I am the king of this forest. It's like Bambi, right? Bambi starts off, the movie Bambi starts off terribly sad. You know, he loses his mom, everything falls apart, he winds up making friends, things get better, then he meets his dad, right? And I believe there's a fire somewhere. It's been a really long time since I watched that movie. And he then realizes that his father is the king of the forest, and he one day will be the king of the forest too. But he had to go through everything. He had to go through the hero's journey. And if you've ever read Joseph Campbell, you always know that the hero's journey is like they can't have moms because it's like, no, they'll keep you kind of from having that journey, from being able to go off the way that you need to. So that's why usually the hero, they can't have moms, they can't have dads. They're just usually orphans, which is what, of course, Bambi was. So here, there is that sense of feeling alone, feeling adrift. And you will have those feelings of, well, I don't have the person to guide me that I need. And it can be that you have, a loving, wonderful family around you, parents, everybody. But you're in this alone because this is your life. This is your story. This is your narrative. And others can try to understand, but they're dealing with their own stories. And so here, as you're embracing your truth, you're seeing an end to a cycle come. But you're seeing this end, and it's like severely personal. It's severely personal as you're taking it in, as you're looking at the way that you want to move forward. And it leads you to the spirit animal of June, which is the deer spirit and the eagle spirit, which are, again, very contrasting. You have an herbivore and a carnivore. You have here, something that we consider, an animal that we consider astoundingly gentle and an animal that we consider astoundingly fierce. So with the deer spirit, it says, bring a gentle touch. You're going to be gentle, but when needed. You're going to be strong and brave and stand your ground, but not have to be that way all the time. And there's also a force to you that people underestimate. Because if you've ever come really close to a deer, a full-grown deer, they're huge. They could kick you, you'd be dead. It's a true story. So here, with the deer spirit, you are finding your natural beauty. You are claiming your natural beauty. You might already know it, but you're enhancing it. You're kind of really sinking your feet into the earth, into kind of your earth star chakra, yourself. And you're grounding yourself. You're moving yourself forward. And as you do so, I just got chills. There's just this powerful energy that comes up. And it starts in the soles of your feet. It does, and it grows. And it moves you forward in this power. And as it does so, you have the eagle spirit right here. And the eagle spirit is man's connection to the divine, right? Because the eagle can fly higher than any other bird. So you have spirit having your back because spirit can fly higher than you can. Spirit can see more than you can. And you might be, sitting there and being like a little cheeky and saying, well, of course, birds can fly higher than human beings. We don't have hollow bones. Or you could sit there and say, well, we built skyscrapers. There we go. I can go higher than a bird can. It's like, okay, of course you can. Of course you can. But you'll be in one spot, and this bird will forever be free. And that's what spirit gives you. It's like this forever freedom that you are soaring towards, that you are inspired by. And also birds of prey. They're the only animals that have better vision, that are better sight hunters than we are. We are the apex #1 sight hunter, second only to birds of prey. So here you have something that sees better, flies higher than you can ever imagine, and can soar, can go further than you can at that height. And so here you have spirit has your back, because spirit has a greater scope. And it's like, okay, I get it. And you might say, okay, what about an airplane? But, then we're getting into, debates here. But it's like, let yourself fly. Let yourself soar. Let yourself feel the wind through you. And let spirit guide you, because that's going to be really important for you during this time. And it leads you to the spirit animals for July, which I don't have any of them, because they're the woodpecker spirit and they're the salmon spirit. The woodpecker spirit is seeking passion in the truth, and it's moving yourself forward. It's going after what you desire. It's protecting those who are weaker, which is the bear spirit right here. The bear spirit always protects those who are weaker. So it says here, take time out. Take time out to protect what you hold to your heart. And then with the hummingbird spirit, it is here, that's the reclaiming the passion of the truth. Because a hummingbird can take down an eagle. A hummingbird is so much more powerful than we give it credit for. And that's what the truth is. So much more powerful than we give it credit for. So be here now. Then we have the salmon spirit, which says that, which moves us forward in love. The salmon spirit represents those who live in love. It represents rebirth, moving forward, happiness, eternal life, and femininity. And that's what you're embracing here. There's a sensualness to you. There's a sensualness to you here, Sagittarius, that you have to embrace. It's going to make you feel so much more comfortable within your own skin. And as you embrace it, as you are empowered by it, you're moving forward. And this leads you to the Ace of Air. It's like at your heart is a gift from divinity of clarity, of cutting through the cobwebs, cutting through the doubts and the fears, of moving yourself forward. And it's like, this is your gift. Embrace it. Claim it. Move forward in it. Have that desire be a part of you. Let yourself fly. Let yourself soar. Because we have the 10 of water right here. And the 10 of water is, and they all live happily ever after. So as this clarity comes in from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, you are absolutely taking it. And you are moving forward towards blessings, towards beauty, towards love, towards joy, towards happiness, towards what makes your heart sing. And you're having your mind and your heart come together, which is astoundingly important, because I am of the firm belief that we are all emotional beings. As emotional beings, we have to connect with our hearts. And so often we don't. We don't connect with our hearts. We sit there and we just kind of say, okay, this is it. This is the logic. This is, these are my emotions. This is how I feel. But it's chaos. It's chaos if we connect with our emotions without knowing our emotions. And it's just pure logic if we try to reason everything out. And it leads us to being desolate in one area, in logic or in emotional truth. And here it is that balance. It is that balance that moves you forward. And as you cut through doubts and fears, as you know where you stand and what you stand for, as you're embracing your love, and you're saying, I deserve this, because you deserve it. It's not like you're embracing this love and it's just a whim. It's, I'm embracing this love and it calls to my very heart. I'm embracing this love because it is a part of me. I'm embracing this love because I am emboldened. And it's a gift. It's a gift of knowledge and of clarity. And it claps like a thunderbolt around you. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And it moves you to the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? But it is the sense of knowing what you stand for and where you stand. The Queen of Air is, it's funny because if you read the cards just without the zodiac in them, a lot of people will say, okay, the Queen of Air is not nice. She's kind of the witchy queen. And that's one way of looking at it. But she's the queen that knows what she wants. She's the queen that's been through life, and now has cut through doubts and fears and knows her mind. And that's what we're pushed to do. That's how I see it. If you take the zodiac out of it and you say, okay, this is just simply being pushed to know your truth and then stand your ground and not let everybody else sway your mind. And as you claim your mind, as you claim that power of your logic and your understanding and your force of reason, okay, you claim your heart. Because you're having both of these connect. And that's going to be so important for you. It is going to be so important to have that hard work connect with your heart to move you forward. Because you're moving forward mentally, and you need to move forward emotionally at the same time. To sit there and say, this is me. This is what I stand for. This is what I need. And as you do so with the Queen of Air and the Six of Air coming together, it's like, I am moving towards my goals. I am moving towards what I desire. And there is nothing and no one who's going to come in my way. It is connecting with logic, yes, but it is not making logic your main aim. It is knowing that the power, it's knowing the way to really connect is through the heart and the mind. And that's what you're doing here as you move yourself forward, as you claim what you desire, as you look at what you need. And as you do so, you're setting yourself free. You're claiming wisdom that is meant to be yours. You have this feminine energy around you that is guiding your mind. It's like this creative, sensual energy, and it is enhanced, okay, and played off of by the Emperor, which is this creative, sensual, masculine energy coming into play. And as you're having both of them come together, you are looking at the seeds that you have planted with the Seven of Earth. You're looking at the way that you're moving forward in your life. And you're saying, what do I need to keep going further? How do I need to go after what I desire, what I want, what I need within my life? And it's that connection of the heart. And so as you have the heart coming in, all right, you have here the Chariot. You are moving forward in your knowledge. You are moving forward with saying, okay, people might think my heart is weak, or people might think that coming from an emotional place is weak. And that is the complete opposite. To be able to have the heart be so tremendously powerful, to be able to have yourself be so connected with your emotional truth. You are changing the game, and you are opening up a new world. Now, I have a friend who told me, read this book. It's called Transurfing, right? And it's like Transurfing Realities or something like that. And I thought it was kind of an out there book. I thought it was a little bit weird when I first started, to be really honest with you. But it's really cool. So the guy who wrote it, who I completely am forgetting his name, he said that, we talk about changing things. We talk about the force of this change, manifesting our realities and going after things and everything like that, and that it's supposed to be a lot of work. But what if it's seeing the you that you want to be and just simply stepping into that life? And I thought, well, yeah, that's like easy, right? If it was that easy, wouldn't everybody do it? But if it was that easy, wouldn't everybody miss it? And so here, when you're looking at the seeds that you are planting and you are connecting with your heart, are you willing to step into the next realm of your reality where you are not held back by what once devastated you? And this can take work. I mean, it's not completely easy. It's like, okay, this is going to take work. This is going to take time. This is going to take effort. You might even find that your head just can't compute. It's like, no, sorry, this is not going to happen. And so then, seeking out the help of somebody to talk to, a professional or something like that, would be highly beneficial so that you can move forward towards what you want, so that you can step into that reality and make that your home. And as you do so, you're finding that you're balancing. You're balancing the spiritual and the practical. You're balancing the world that you're in and the world that you want to be in. You're balancing what you love and what you want to love within your life. You're balancing fear and desire. And it leads you to the Emperor. It leads you to the Aries energy, right? March 21st to April 19th, Cancer is June 21st to July 22nd. And here, you're claiming your throne. You're saying, this is who I am. Period. End of discussion. This is who I am. This is where I stand. And this is what I stand for. And you might sit there and have other people's opinions and thoughts and ideas coming into play. But you are standing for you. And that is your power. That is your truth. The Emperor has the capacity to be a tyrant or to be benevolence. I would highly recommend choosing benevolence to be the ruler of your life. There are times where you fall into tyrannical habits or behaviors and be too harsh on yourself or those around you, just being human. But be the Emperor. Claim your throne. Know that you deserve to be there, to sit there, to have this power. Embrace this energy. Embrace this creativity. Embrace this passion. Because it moves you forward to what you love. And if you can see by connecting with your emotions, if you can see by connecting with your heart's truth, when your mind is taking over or when anger is taking over, that's where you can stay and be. That's how you can stay and be that benevolent ruler within your existence that moves you forward in the chariot, in this war machine of passion, of love, of connection, of heart. And it moves you to yourself, patience, balance. That's what you're all about, Sagittarius. You might not want to be. You want to be, about conquering and ruling and stuff like that, things that sound a bit more cool. But to be the Temperance card, to be patience in this deck, it's like, that's big. Being able to sit there and say, I'll wait for the balance to come. And I will make the balance come by working diligently and beautifully towards what I need in this life. And then you set yourself free. This is the essence of yourself. This moon will impact you. It will hit you at times right between the eyes and steal your breath away. Because it's a culmination of your hard work, of your dedication, of what you've given so much to and for. And it has you moving forward. With the Sixth of Air, it has you moving forward towards what you desire, what you wish, towards your knowledge, towards your understanding, as you embrace your heart. So let's see how the moon coincides with this. How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Strong masculine energy here. Strong feminine energy here, yes. Okay, so there's going to be this balance of it, but there's also going to be this creative tension around it. So just be aware of that. Be aware of the energy that you're taking in. Be aware of the dedication that you have that's moving you forward. How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? How will Sagittarius be affected by the June 2020 full moon? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Yeah, strong Sagittarius energy here, guys. You are just shining through in like every way possible. You are. Okay. So you are working on bringing to fruition the knowledge, the truth, and the beauty that you want. And that is going to be the catalyst of this time for you. It's going to be, what do I desire? How do I want to move forward? What is my truth? And how do I live it? And that is going to move you towards more And as you move towards more, you're going to think, I can't do this. I can't walk forward this way. Now, this isn't doing something ridiculous. It is simply believing in yourself and having that faith within you to keep yourself guided, to keep yourself going towards what your heart wants. And it says luck is on your side as you embrace the 10 of water, as you embrace the 10 of cups, as you embrace your happily ever after. And as you move towards this and say, I have a right to this life, you know that luck is on your side. It brings you to a sense of gratitude, of self, gratitude of purpose, gratitude to a queen of air, okay, to this gift of knowledge, all right, to this sense of standing your ground, knowing your mind, and not backing down, which leads you to the new moon eclipse, which says expect powerful change as you're moving forward, as you're gathering up your knowledge and your understanding, and you move forward. You know powerful change is coming, and you're preparing yourself for it. Because at the root of it, as you watch what you have planted grow, you know self-love guides you. You know love is the guiding force. And this leads you to the first quarter moon. This leads you to your commitment being tested. Like, can you move forward towards what you love, what you desire, what you need, what you hope for? And as you do so, you have this masculine energy around you. It's like your commitment is being tested to what you want to create, to the power and the heat of that creation. And you're finding a way to balance it. You're finding a way to balance the masculine and feminine energy around you, the creative force that is guiding you, and it leads you to stepping out of your comfort zone with the North Nod and embracing the Emperor, embracing your throne, your power, your commitment, your truth, which leads you to knowing that luck is on your side. Even though commitment is being tested, even though your commitment to your dreams is being tested. And it leads you to following a sense of abundance and being patient with your abundant self. As you move to the full moon in Libra, which says a win-win outcome is forecast. As you work hard, as you work diligently, as you embrace this song of prosperity and success and beauty and the creation of wealth, or what you value as much as money, coming into your life. It leads you to know, to expect powerful change, and to embrace contentment, because luck is on your side. It's not that you're going to be content with everything that's happening. It's that there's a contentment towards what you're moving towards and where you want to be. Your subconscious message for this time is the Six of Water. Do not be caught by looking towards the past or a distortion of what you are working to create within your life. It's like your emotions can play tricks on you. Make sure you're being open and honest with yourself and not letting the past hold power over you. You have a repeat of the number 6 here. Yep. So this is talking about taking care of yourself. 6 is the most caring, most nurturing number. It's like the eternal mother number. And so here it's having that energy focused on you. And also knowing that you're going to have a severe draw to want to take care of everybody. First, make sure you take care of yourself, that you help yourself, and then you help the rest of those around you. You add to that power, you add to that beauty. Your subconscious Luna message is creation. The power of creation is all around you. You have tremendous creative energy. And don't let pride get in the way. Don't sit there and think, oh, well, I have to do this because I said I was going to, and I can't, turn away from what I said I was going to do, like for myself. It's different if you gave this to another person, if you said, okay, this is the promise I give to you. But I keep on seeing, it's so funny, I keep on seeing a course I did in college, and I knew I should have dropped it. I knew it was just going to be too much of a headache. And the professor said, she was like, if you can't cut it, leave. And I was like, challenge accepted. I'm not going to leave no matter what. Pride got in my way. And I didn't get from that class what I should have gotten from that class because it wasn't right for me. It's kind of like you're going to see things like that. And then you're going to think, oh no, I can do this. I can push through it. I can just keep on going towards it. It's not going to move you the way that you want it to. It's actually going to wind up being something that you sit there and you think, ah, man, I should have been wise enough to walk away, because that would be the best thing for me. And that's going to be a powerful lesson in your creation. It's like sometimes you need to put things aside and maybe come back to it later, or just to sit there and say, that's not the right path. That's not the path I'm going to walk. I'm creating something better, something more. And really going for it, Sagittarius. Because this right here is astounding. I mean, seriously, there is such power to you. There's such dedication to you. There's such a tremendous creative energy to you that it calls to you to utilize it. It really does. It calls to you to just absolutely embrace it. And you're going to try and kind of do things so much. That's why I've been tripping over my words. That's why there's been like this anxious energy in my arms. It's like, I want to do so much. I want to move forward so quickly, so quickly. I can't get there quick enough. So make sure that you take time with yourself, because that energy is also going to be pushing you forward. It's kind of like, keep pushing, and you'll win. It's like, no, step back just a little bit. Step back just a little bit. Give yourself a bit of time, because the win is going to be so sweet, especially when you are patient with yourself. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. May you have a blessed moon. I hope you all stay safe, and I love you all. Bye.